Hi, host Eric here, reflecting upon some of the challenges facing a content creator. Here I'm talking with famous people. One of the challenges is perfectionism. How perfect do you want things? I screwed up the beginning of this video, but that's not really the vector I'm thinking about. What I'm talking about is um, honesty with yourself, honesty with your audience, and crafting, pandering, or being likable and stuff. So I know this morning when I made those food videos, I knew going in that it's not something that's going to win me a lot of fans, right? Uh, that I'm probably going to lose some subscribers. In fact, I did. Lost one. I've been bouncing between 195 and 200 for a while now. And it's really easy to perhaps overweight the significance of some of those events. Just because somebody unsubscribed at a given moment doesn't mean necessarily that they even watched a video to cause them to unsubscribe. It could have just been they realized, you know what, this guy puts up too much shit, I'm just going to unsubscribe to him. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. So there's a lot of that I got to wrestle with, where I think, oh, well, this data, I should react to it. But you shouldn't necessarily react to data. And you have to be careful about putting too much weight into any given piece of data. The other factor is just, how much openness is going to be conducive to people feeling comfortable and wanting to spend time in a given spot versus how much volatility. So as being somebody who's rather volatile by nature and who goes through different moods, like woke up this morning, came out, watched one of my videos, and there was on the recommended videos next to it are the related videos. So there's some food stuff, and I saw the title, and I've seen it before. The dark side of fast food. I thought that's such bullshit, and a couple of rants about it. Well, for one thing, my rants tend to be profanity filled, so some people don't like that. But for another thing, some people don't come for that particular mood, right? If you're a regular watcher of Talking with Famous People, you might watch me because you like hanging out with me when I'm being cool. And that's the case. You probably don't like hanging out with me when I'm not being cool. And so, most people want something that's really consistent and they can anticipate it's going to be the same every time they go there. And Talking with Famous People is not that channel, unfortunately. I think it's going to hurt my long-term viability, or I mean, not my viability, but my long-term growth. I bet if I just did personality videos, I would have a lot more subscribers. But I also bet that I wouldn't just do personality videos. I just stop doing it. If I had that limitation, I just start not liking it. So I'm gonna stick with my model, which my original model, which was I'm not gonna worry about subscribers. I'm just gonna get as many videos up as possible, as many views as possible, and rely upon the long tail aspect of things and allow large numbers to solve that problem. But beyond that, I want to stress that I am attentive to these things. So I am well aware, if you are a subscriber, that there's likely a lot of the videos that you don't want to watch, and I think that's totally fine and cool. And if there's only a couple kind of videos you like and you want to watch those, then I try to title them non-deceptively in general. Sometimes I try to sort of be vague and that you want to try to incite curiosity, I guess. But, yeah. Thanks for watching Tucker Famous People. The power's still on, as you can see. I was wrong. It was just a momentary. It went out for a second. I don't know why. It's not shut up yet. I thought it was awfully quick for them to shut it off. I just paid it end of last month. But anyway, or beginning of this month, maybe even. So I'm happy the power is back on, and I'm happy that I thought it was off. It's like this is where the magic comes in, right? I was stunned in the aftermath of my explosion of FI that happened when I thought the power was turned off again. I just sobbed and felt a great deal of unfairness. You know, any sane person is going to say, Eric, this is your responsibility. What is unfair? You can just fucking pay your bills. Well, it's unfair because I made multiple people aware of the fact that I need them to deal with this for me. And at least several of those multiple people should have been like, okay, well, I have to make sure the outcome is achieved. And that's it. I don't care about anything else, just the outcome. That the bills are paid and the power never goes off and nothing bad happens. So, you know, I'm glad I had that experience this morning because it drove home how important this is to me. That somebody helped me with this. And I have plenty of people who need to help me with this if I ask them to. They should help me with this. I help them plenty, and they should help me back. So, I'm happy to have experienced that and realized I had such strong feelings that I had no idea I felt at all. That's the weird thing. I knew I was frustrated by it. Like, I was frustrated by not being able to get somebody to handle that stuff. I didn't realize I felt wronged. And I absolutely did feel wronged. And I felt a little heartbroken. It was shocking. Where was that emotion the whole time? Was it there the whole time and I just wasn't feeling it or what? I don't know.